son of a former Ondo military administrator, Brigadier General Opaleye, was killed on Wednesday by gunmen in Lagos State. The incident, according to a source, occurred at a drinking spot at Adekunle Kuyi off Ikate Street, Aguda in Surulere, where when the deceased Muyiwa Opaleye, 40, was hanging out with his friends. The gunmen, who were reportedly 4 in number, parked their sports utility vehicle (SUV) at an adjoining street, then approached the joint where people gathered to drink herbal mixtures touted as COVID-19 cure. The source added that on sighting Opaleye in the crowd, 2 of the men readjusted their hoods and advanced towards the gathering. The crowd, seeing the movement of the hooded men, including a relation of a former Lagos governor, dispersed with people running in different directions. It was also gathered that the gunmen verified if the gun hit Opaleye before they fled from the scene. Opaleye's friend, alongside every other person at the joint, took to their heels, leaving him behind. However, Kunle, one of Opaleye's friends, returned to rush him to a nearby hospital in Opaleye's Honda City sedan car, but he was confirmed dead by doctors when he arrived at the hospital. Unfortunately for Kunle, the police at Soloki Station, Aguda, invited him for investigation. He was eventually detained and moved him to the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, Banti, as a suspect already. Homicide detectives at SCIID have commenced investigation to unearth the culprits, just as Opaleye's friend who were at the joint were being trailed to get their account of the incident. Given that other witnesses might have gone into hiding because for fear that assassination might be court related, given the recurring gang wars within Surulere that has seen 2 other persons killed in similar manner since last December. It was gathered that Kunle is still being held. At this point in time, at this critical time, of course, because of this lockdown, because of the heat of this lockdown, a lot of things have been going on. Of course, even before, even during the lockdown, a lot of things have been going on. The whole thing is just really confusing because this issue of courtism here and there, it's something else. It's something else. And saying that the 2 people who approached the guy, they confirmed that he was really dead before they left. But of course, the friend that rushed him, this Kunle that rushed this particular Opaleye son to the hospital, they will do their investigation, and because I see no reason why he will be held. Of course, judging from what has been happening in this country, the police still want to do their own investigation, because most of the time you find out that even those who are really trying to help, they might be the one that are really involved in this whatever, but in most cases they are not, because police will just want to look for something to hold on to. But I just believe that if the guy is innocent, which I believe, but police, the way they react and the way they behave in this country, anybody, even if accidents happen, that's why you see that a lot of people, they are not even ready to even respond. Maybe they are just driving and people will just flag them, please help us with somebody who is dying. A lot of things like that. Even doctors themselves too, most of the time, doctor will tell you to go and get a police report before they will start treating maybe most especially somebody with a gun, who is having gun wound. So it's somehow dicey. But that being said, this is really ridiculous, very very ridiculous, for this kind of incident to have happened. Now a lot of criminality will start coming up. Crime here and there is unfortunate, really really unfortunate. In this country, everything goes, anything can happen, and people will just talk within that period, maybe for that day, yes, 2 days, everybody moves on, everybody start talking, start saying something different. It's a pity. It's a pity, maybe because judging from the position of the father in the society before now or now, maybe they will try to investigate it to the end. But it's a big loss. It's really really a big loss at that, really big one. A country that cannot cover streets with CCTV will always hold good Samaritans as hostages. True, my brother. So, someone can't help again in Nigeria. A very simple proactive measure would have saved us from eternal mess. What a confused country where nothing works. What of the country that's covered with CCTV cameras? Something like this was happened there too. May seek for guide May we seek for God's guidance. Only God can save us. Someone said this is a useless country with useless leaders. Disobedience to constituted authority inspire lockdown, or in spite of lockdown, clueless police people. Hmm. Always shooting through the innocent. We don't Since the killing happened sometimes December last year, I don't know police. I don't know think of police are what I ever trace. Maybe they even whether they ever trace that killing. Now they are killing a prominent figure. You start you started molesting a good Samaritan. Is this encouraging? Some of those who are killed have killed. Some mysterious deaths are actually payback. Someday you might see or hear the mysterious deaths of these killers. Live and let's live. That is the simple way to go on in this life. Why holding him at the police station? He should be interrogated and be allowed to go. He will never offer help again. The reason why people don't like to rescue victims, police will change it and the innocent citizens will face wahala for helping. That is it. They will face wahala for helping. Now we are a lot of things are even encompassing in this whole thing. It was a bad and it's really a sad event. It's a big loss to the family, big loss to the society, big loss to the people who are around the boy, big loss to and also the person that he was trying to help. Now it's another story entirely. Nobody's even talking or making reference to the person that's really died, but the person that is being held again, that is another problem, because it's going to be a lot of problem to the family as well, because the family will be going here and there and they can elongate this whole matter to the extent that they might change it. Just like somebody said, they might change it, they'll change it for you. Now people start the family member will start running etasketa looking for money to pay their son going to court. If they will not even charge the boy to court, now the rest people now will be, they are already at large. The innocent other friends, now they will be at large, because now seeing that they have heard one of their friends, if they go now to give account to what happened, nobody want to do that, because as soon as you are coming, "Oh, I want to testify," they will lock you up. I don't just know why things are just being done in that manner. But just like I said, a lot of things are really involved here now. Somebody has been killed in the broad daylight. I don't know whether it was even at the night, but whichever way, is unfortunate. If they are going to investigate this whole thing to a logical conclusion, it will be a nice one. But how do we make sure that this kind of a thing do not occur again? That's what matters. That this kind of a thing will not happen again, will not occur again. That is a question a lot of people will be asking. In the country now, it's just survival of the fittest. Everybody's afraid. People are thinking of what to eat. People are thinking of this whole thing that has come upon the whole world. Everybody is trying to battle the whole thing, and see what they talked about, a place where they are looking for where to drink herbal for whatever, and see what happened again. The whole thing is just upside down. Most especially every country with their peculiar problems. People are dealing with infrastructure, with no light, hunger, insecurity, everything. Health-wise, nothing is happening. Now with all of these things here and there, you are moving, you'll be looking at your back, you'll be checking what is happening, you'll be at home, you'll be afraid maybe something is about to happen. A lot of problems. How will people have rest of mind in this kind of country? Because a lot of problems are facing us. We are challenged with a lot of things. People are just anxious, anxiety here and there, blood pressures increasing on a daily basis. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You can imagine this boy now that has gone to help a friend now. What will he be thinking within his mind? That he would have just left like every other person. But now, But I just believe that it will be released as soon as possible. It will be released as soon as possible. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this issue. Thank you.